Good morning and thanks for joining us for KBOI 2 News Midday. I'm Rick Douglas. Now to your top 11 stories at 11. Our press partner, the Idaho Press Tribune, reports tension between Canyon County Sheriff Kieran Donahue and county commissioners over employee pay. At a meeting last night, Donahue told commissioners he's frustrated by the direction they're taking with the budget. In particular, that they're offering just a 2% raise to non-elected employees instead of the 4% recommended by the county clerk. Donahue says he's hemorrhaging employees who are leaving for higher paying jobs. The Caldwell Police Department is now looking for a new top cop. Chris Allgood announced yesterday he's retiring as chief at the end of the year. He started back in 1985 as a patrol officer, and he's been chief since 2007. The mayor of Caldwell says the city council will begin looking for his replacement very soon.
Together, we will put a process in place. We will be very thoughtful about the process to bring in a new chief of police. And we believe that whoever it is has a great tradition to carry on.
As for Allgood, he doesn't know his next step, but he's considering a run for city council. His final day on the force will be December 26th. Investigators are examining wreckage found on a French island off the coast of Africa. Some experts believe it's a 6-foot wing flap from Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. The plane vanished more than a year ago. The debris washed up onto Reunion Island. Local media reports a cleaning team found a suitcase on a beach nearby. The Coast Guard says it will continue its search for 2 missing teen boaters at least until tomorrow. The search now extends from Jupiter, Florida, all the way up through South Carolina. The hope is the boys had water and flotation devices. Their boat was found capsized last Friday.
Yeah, just confirm nobody's on board. Trying to find any other gear.
Well, Crime Stoppers has released a dramatized video of the night last December when a noticed store clerk was gunned down. Earlier this month, actors and filmmakers worked with investigators to create the film. They hope it'll bring in some new leads in the killing of 25-year-old Chris Reese. You can view the whole video on KBOI2.com. Just click on News Links. Well, if you're going to the Mountain Home Country Music Festival, be prepared for traffic snarls. The crowd's expected to outnumber the entire population of Mountain Home, and all of them will have to use Highway 20. It is the only way in or out. The Twilight Campers concert is tonight for those with camping passes, and then on Friday, the music acts officially begin. Brad Paisley will perform at 9 o'clock at night. We're getting our first look at the design plan for Rhodes Skate Park in downtown Boise. The new park will cover 35,000 square feet. It'll cost $1.2 million. The Boise Skateboard Association has been raising money for the new park for about 10 years, but it wasn't until the Albertson Foundation put up a $1.2 million grant that the dream became a reality. A small Idaho town is set to host a nudist convention. Each year, the American Association for Nude Recreation puts on the event. This year, it'll happen at Sun Meadow Family Nudist Resort in Worley, which is near Coeur d'Alene. The 5-day convention is August 12th through the 16th. Boise's Italian American Club is celebrating its 40th year and has dedicated new bocce courts. The games began on the new courts yesterday with a wine toast at Boise's Municipal Park. The original courts were built back in 2008 when there was 1 league with 8 teams. Now the group has grown to 3 leagues with 46 teams playing in 3 city parks. The club's new courts were made possible through partnerships with the East End Neighborhood Association and Boise's Parks and Recreation Department. Outside Minneapolis, police are monitoring the office of a dentist who's under fire for killing a protected lion. The man was in Zimbabwe on a guided hunt. The local police department is also putting plans together to manage any protests at Walter Palmer's dental office. Palmer says he didn't know the lion was protected, and he relied on local guides to ensure the hunt was legal. The lion's death sparked outrage on social media. Well, the White House says reports that a Taliban leader has died are indeed credible. Afghanistan's main intelligence agency announced that Mullah Omar's death was announced yesterday. The agency says he'd been dead for more than 2 years. Omar was the one-eyed reclusive head of the Taliban. His group hosted al-Qaeda in the years leading up to the 9/11 attacks.